Angles are absolutely everything. No one wants to see up your nose. I don't even want to see up my own nose. And you can go from feeling like you've got 500 double chins to feeling so much more confident just by changing the position and the angle of your lens. Hey loves, welcome back. So today's video is something a little bit different, but hopefully you might find some tips and tricks in this a little bit helpful, especially at the moment. We're spending a lot of time stuck at home. Actually, I hate the phrase stuck at home. We are safe at home. And if you're a key worker and you're out and about, thank you so much. But lots of us are at home and we are spending a lot of time on FaceTime, Zoom calls, video conference calls. So I just want to help you take your skill set up a tiny little bit when it comes to video calls and conference calls, so that you can look better, you can feel more confident, and you come across a lot better. These are really small, quick, easy, simple adjustments that you can do that really make a huge difference. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. My name's Emma. I share all kinds of content here on my channel, from beauty to tutorials to product testing and trying to mum hacks to life hacks, all kinds of stuff. So hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me. Anyway, let's crack on and take our FaceTime from meh to what was that? The first things are all about confidence and making yourself feel a little bit better, a little bit more confident. Sometimes when we're at home, you know, putting on makeup is the last thing on our mind. But if we're going to have a Zoom call or conference call, then making that little bit of effort really does make a difference. So if you do wear makeup, go ahead and pop a little bit on. Don't feel like you need to do full glam, far from it. Just a nice, easy base, just to even everything out. You're going to feel so much better. What we want is for you to look awake and fresh-faced and happy, not full glam, not the full works, but just nice and even and glowy and natural. I've actually been using a product that I haven't used in a really long time. It's the Clinique Even Better Refresh Hydrating and Repairing Makeup. It's like medium coverage. It's actually not my favorite, but for the purposes of like Zooms or FaceTimes, the quality isn't perfect. So you know, your products don't need to be either. So it's a great way to kind of use up stuff that you kind of like, but it's not your favorite. So I've been using this, got it on today, nice even coverage, does a really good job and makes my skin look really fresh and nice. Cover up your dark circles. I don't know if you're like me, my sleeping pattern and my routine is out of the window. We are going to bed later and later. That whole Netflix, should we just do one more episode? Yeah, go on then. It's kicked in. So the dark circles are real. So take a second to cover up any dark circles with a nice fresh concealer. You don't need to do full contour, but you might want to add a little bit of warmth and colour into your face. A nice pop of blush. You know, I'm all about that blush life. I feel like a little pop of cheek colour immediately kind of elevates your look and makes you look more awake and more healthy. And then for eyes, keep it simple. You don't want to do kind of smoky eye glam, because on Zoom and FaceTime and conference calls, it's not going to translate as well as it would do over video or in real life. It's going to, you know, emphasize any darkness around your eyes. So keep your eyes simple, easy, bright. Definitely like to very quickly fill in my eyebrows. Might not be a necessary step for everybody, but for me, I feel like it makes me look so much more awake. It makes my face look more lifted. And I just prefer how I look with more kind of filled in eyebrows. If you're only going to use a couple of things, definitely pop on some mascara if you want to. It really opens your eyes and makes you look so much more awake. And then for lips, if you are confident and your signature look is a bright red lip, then go for it. But for me, especially if I know I'm going to be talking a lot and I won't be able to kind of check to see if I've got lipstick on my teeth, keep it nude and natural. Use your favourite nude lipstick or a little bit of gloss or some lip balm. I do feel like colour on your lips does make a difference, so you don't look completely washed out and ghostly, but you don't need to go too crazy and overboard. The next thing is getting dressed. I know a lot of us are staying in our pyjamas all day long. I'm not personally. I feel like mentally it's much better for me to get up, showered, dressed. I'm not putting on makeup every day, but I do get dressed every day. You wouldn't go to work in your pyjamas, so if you're doing a Skype call with your work, please just get dressed. You don't need to get fully dressed. Keep in your tracksuit bottoms or your pajama bottoms if you want to, but definitely make sure that the bit that people can see is smart and pulled together. The next tip is huge, and this one will really make the biggest difference when it comes to your Skype calls, and it's lighting. You need to find a nice bright spot to do your conference call. Do not stand in front of a window with the light behind you. That is going to just bleach out the background and put you into shadow so that you are really dark, and the people that are watching you or having that conversation with you aren't going to be able to see you. So turn around, face a window, walk around your house with your phone, find a nice spot where you can carefully and comfortably put your laptop or your phone, pop a chair so that the light is facing you straight on. The next thing is your background. If you're Skyping your granny, then you might not care that your washing's in the background and your pants are on your bed, might not matter. But if it's a professional Skype or a conference call, especially something like an interview, just take 10 seconds when you've set your camera or your laptop up to have a look around and see what else is visible in the background and just tidy it up. You don't need to put everything away. If there's washing, if there's toys, if there's pans in your sink, wherever you are, just take a moment and just quickly tidy up. Move stuff out of the way. You don't need to put it all away. Put it on the floor. The less distracting your background, the more that people are going to concentrate on you, and that's what we want. Whilst I quickly mention distractions, this one's really important. Not so much if you're FaceTiming friends or family, but if it's for a work situation. And this is hard because I'm a mum of two, I've got 2 dogs. You know, there's a whole lot of distractions. If you can, if it's possible, remove those distractions. When I sit down, my dogs want to immediately come and sit on my lap, and they are noisy and they're distracting and they bark and their nails. It's just a lot. I'm with the kids and everything else. So if it is possible, and I know it's not always, especially if you're, you know, working from home and you've got kids and dogs, is that just to try and get them out of the way just for the duration of your call. If you've got small kids, and I know a lot of people will roll their eyes, pop them in front of their favourite cartoon with a healthy snack and just ask them to sit there for 10 minutes. The next tip is all about angles and positioning of your phone or your laptop. Angles are everything. And there's a really great trend on TikTok showing and proving the angles at everything, where the camera shot is like from underneath with everyone's 500 double chins that they don't really have, and then the camera moves around slightly above and they go from a 0 to a 10 in 3 seconds flat. Angles are life. And the same goes for when you're zooming, using your phone or your laptop. First thing, make sure your camera's clean on your phone. I know for me, it's on my face, it's down, it's on, it's down, and it's really easy for the lens to get super, super dirty. So wipe over your laptop or your phone so that your lens is clear and clean. With something like a laptop, you put it on a table or a desk and the level of it is really, really low. So when you look in the camera, everyone can just basically see all of your chins and right up your nose, and that is not flattering for anyone at all. It actually makes me shudder. You want to give yourself a fighting chance. Elevate that camera. Grab a box, grab a few books, grab anything steady and sturdy and lift up your laptop so that the level of the camera is much higher. The next thing, and this is especially with a laptop, is that you can angle that lens down a little bit. Even if you've lifted it up, if the back of the laptop where the camera is all the way back, again, you're just going to see the ceiling and up your nose. But take a second and just very slightly tilt that lens forward and it's a much more flattering angle. Make sure your phone or your laptop is propped up. You don't want to be holding that. No one's got those kind of arm muscles. A moving, jittering, you know, fuzzy shot is really, really annoying. So prop it up, make sure that it's the right level. Make sure that your camera is tilted down a little bit to give you the most flattering angle. So we've nailed the lighting, the angle, the lens. The other thing is your eye line. If you are talking to someone, it's really distracting if you're looking at yourself. So right now, I'm looking at myself in my viewfinder and my eye line is completely off. Familiarise yourself where your lens is, where the actual camera is on your laptop or your phone, and try and look at that. This kind of comes with practice. It is one of those more difficult things to kind of nail, but if you're being asked a question or you're talking to someone, it's really nice to make that eye contact. So really try to look at the lens of the camera rather than yourself. Be prepared. I don't know if you're like me, but the second I try and do anything remotely professional, I suddenly get like a tickle in my throat and a cough develops out of absolutely nowhere. So make sure that you've got what you need to hand. Always have a drink, a pad, a pen, anything, you know, if it's for work, make sure that you've got everything you need and you're prepared. If it's a large Skype or Zoom call or conference call and you're listening to one particular person talk, put your microphone on mute. Definitely helps. I have been personally on Zoom calls and conference calls where we can only see one person, but I could hear someone that didn't put their phone on mute and they went to the toilet. and I heard every last tinkle. So if you're not needing to be heard, then put your microphone on mute. Same for your camera. Find out what the deal is if you need to be seen. We've all seen those things on Facebook, right? Where there's been mass conference calls and someone's been nude and walking around with their winky dinky out for the whole of their work to see. So just make sure that if you think you're not being seen, that you really aren't being seen, and that you can pop your microphone on mute. If you need to talk, you can unmute it really, really easy. Really quick one, but make sure you've got enough battery or your charger to hand, your laptop's plugged it in. I know for me, my battery on my iPhone drains in like 3 minutes. It feels like 3 minutes. I have to charge it so much, I feel like I've got a landline. So make sure you've got your charger or enough battery power to get you through your Zoom. So there you go, there are my super quick tips and tricks on how you can improve your Skype calls and your Zooms. If you're FaceTiming your friends and family, these things might not matter to you at all, and fair enough. But if you're doing anything in a professional environment, then you want to come across the best possible way you can, and making these small adjustments make a big difference. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. So many of my viewers haven't yet subscribed, so hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Hope you're safe and well. Check in on your friends and family. Use this time to reconnect and to connect and to spend some time over Zoom and FaceTime, making sure that everybody's okay. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you really soon. Take care.